mouthwash. Hello! It's been a hot minute, I guess, or a hot 2 weeks, I guess. I mean, it's currently, if I look on my weather app at the moment, it's currently 31 degrees Celsius, and if anybody is from the UK, you know that heat is a British person's kryptonite. So how do you think I've been feeling for the last 2 weeks? I'm officially in Tokyo now. I'm going to be here for the next year or so. I moved in about 2 weeks ago, and it's been an absolute blast. Honestly, there are some things that I do really want to go into detail, but I'm sort of filming this as sort of a prelude to what I'm going to be doing hopefully today. So I'm actually going to be rebuilding my computer today, and I've actually got a PC case in my bedroom over there that I'm planning to build in soon. So you might be asking, what's taking you so long to like make this? Like, surely you just brought the PC parts, with you. But I kind of maybe made a bit of a mistake, and I ended up effectively getting UPS to send them. But you might be asking, why am I, filming this? Well, I'm actually going to be, filming my rebuild of my PC, and hopefully all goes well and nothing is broken from UPS, and I should have an answer in approximately, hopefully 24 hours, and this is on Tuesday, so let's see how this goes. Good morning, and this camera is incredibly shaky. But today I got the parcel finally. It was stuck in customs for as long, and I actually ended up having to pay 20,000 yen to sort of get it all sorted, but I managed to, and I've actually got the parcel right here. As you can see here, it looks like it's been through quite a bit, but we'll open it, we'll see how it goes. So, okay, this posture's a little bit weird, but hey, let's go with it. So this is what we got from UPS, so let's see how it is. It's got a bunch of labels, but hopefully it's all good. This thing is definitely being, like, I think re-taped up, but we'll see, And all the packing peanuts are still there that I put in, so that's good at the very least. You know what, I'm actually just going to move this to the floor and just take that one by one. So the first item is, this has been through a little bit. But it's this. This is a Thermalright AIO. It's a 360 AIO. It's quite big, and the reason why this AIO is big will become more apparent when we get the case. And we've got the beast. We've got this motherboard which has the CPU and RAM already pre-installed, and so I don't have to do any, taking CPUs out, and then it's all in and here ready to go. And I've got the crown jewel. I've got my GPU here, which I'll talk about in a moment. This is important. This is the locking ring for the AIO. Hopefully, I packed the screws. I think I did. If not, we're going to be a bit boned. And finally, we got the power supply, and some cables, and some more bloody peanuts. So just to go through the parts, because I've just realised when I was filming that over there I didn't do a very good job. We've got a B760M motherboard from Gigabyte, which has a Intel Core i5 3600K. We've got an RTX 4070 Super in this wrapping. Hopefully it's safe. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with it, but you never know with this sort of stuff. We've got a big AIO there. We also got an 850 watt power supply. All the storage and stuff is already on the board that I need. I do have some M.2 drives that I don't think I've got space for on the board, but we can obviously use them later. And we've also got some fans remaining in there. So you might be asking, are you just gonna sort of assemble this and leave this? No, I've actually got a case to show. So this is the actual case we're gonna be building in. It's actually the Dan MATX A3 something. I'm gonna have some like nicer B-roll here, but this is the case I'm gonna be building into. Previously I had an Asus Prime AP201, which is actually a pretty nice case, and they've actually brought out the
AP202 like very recently. The only real reason why I went with this case specifically was mostly because of the price, because the likelihood is I'm probably gonna have to disassemble this computer again, so I just wanted, you know, to have the sort of cheapest case. But you might be asking, you know, I could have got, you know, something a little bit, you know, cheaper, but I really want to fit my 360 AIO because I do run my CPU unlocked in terms of power, so I just kind of like having all the performance there. And to be honest, this AIO is like very performant, and for what I'm doing, it's pretty much like perfect. And my plan is just to put the top rad on the top of this. It should fit, and it's actually a little bit smaller than the Asus Prime AP201, so it should be all right, fingers crossed. Update, I am incredibly sweaty. It's about 36 degrees outside today, but we are pretty much there. I'm gonna turn it on. This, I need to talk about this. I'm gonna probably would have already talked about it by this point, but this all-in-one liquid cooler I've got here is an absolute pain in the ass to install in this chassis. Like, you could do it, and it is supported, but you're gonna cry and do unfathomable fix-it-alls to get it in there. I mean, it is in there, but it is like barely in there. It's not very good. But anyways, let's see if it works. So quick update, my Pixel died, which isn't great. But the good news is, turn it on, and miraculously, not only it's all turned back on and all the fans light up and there's nothing appears to be colliding at the moment. I know there's a bit of a cable mess back there, but I'm gonna go and address that now. But the radiator pump appears to be working. I can feel air going through it, I think. Yeah, I can feel it. Sorry, I was just checking out. No, it looks a little bit weird from your perspective, but I'm even in my computer now. It's all booted up, but that was surprisingly painless. I was expecting it to be a lot more troubling. What I might do is I might just hop onto Windows and just double check all the temperatures are okay, but I think they probably are. So we're in Windows. We're actually doing a Prime 95 at the moment. As you can see, CPU appears to be below 70 degrees, which is what we want. I mean, this CPU is kind of notoriously quite not only power hungry, but it can also run hot if you're doing this sort of type of 100%, you know, power unlocks workload. If you don't power unlock it, it's normally fine. But I'm very happy, and I mean, the fans are barely kicking up, which I'm actually pretty happy with. So I'm just going to watch this for a little bit longer, and I'm just going to leave it to update for a bit. But yeah, no, all really good here. I'm very happy. Obviously, a bit messy, but we'll sort it out in a moment. And we are back. It's been about a week since I built my computer again, and I have a couple of ideas of sort of things I want to be doing in Tokyo, or effectively in the sort of Shinjuku area that I'm living in for the next year. But I just want to sort of show you my current setup at the moment. Looks pretty cool. I don't really have too many complaints about it. I mean, the build has gone all right. I mean, I know I mentioned that the cooling setup was a bit of a pain to sort of get right, but you know, in the end that all went okay. I do want to solve this mic stand thing, and I will probably address that in the next video because I do have a plan to sort of solve that. But overall, I'm really happy with it, and hopefully we'll, you know, get some more vloggy stuff. I know this video is sort of more focused on like a computer, but it's mostly because it's been so hot outside and I just haven't been able to, like, you know, if I go outside to try and film something, I just can't think straight. But anyways,
So thank you so much for watching. If you want to come and check out the channel, please do. I'm also on Blue Sky and all the other platforms that will be linked down below. But thank you very, very much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.